Hello, beautiful beings of light.
Golden rays shining at you.
Look at here. 55 degrees. Michael, look at this ray of light. Come here. Check out that ray of light.
It almost feels like springtime in the winter.
We are so deserving of this. You can't make this up. I mean, they're just all coming in. All coming in. So how you all doing? You are ready to end this 2020 magnificence? How are you doing? Are you ready, Michael?
I'm feeling recalibrated, recharged, and just very excited for all that we've been moving through, and really at a high vibration right now. It's amazing to feel what's happened these past couple of days and weeks, and the last 4 or 5 days of 2020 coming at a high frequency. Feels very good.
Feels amazing. I feel out today, wrote a post about how I feel the celebration, like literally feeling the celebration. I'm feeling as we're cleaning, purging, putting things away, tying up all these loose ends. Like it feels like everything that had to do with 2020 that has to wrap up is being called to wrap up. I'm really looking forward to you and I having our own personal ceremony of closure 2020 before we do the group facilitation of the ceremony for the New Year's, and then go to 2021 together.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I feel like this year's moved so quickly, and I even feel 2021 is going to move even faster.
It's going to be faster.
Hold on for the vibrations.
So you got to get lighten up, right? You're going to get even lighter, because you can't have any of these little like held back energies, density, limitations, because it doesn't let you travel light, does it?
And I feel it's a time where as we lighten up, to really refine in ways that you're creating healthy boundaries for yourself, where you are in your own levels of just giving energy, not to overextend, but to honor what it is within you that you want to serve, and to bring forth those areas in your life that you just want to tighten up, cleanse, clear, so that you're strong and really grounded what's before us. Because I feel the start of 2021 is going to be a wild ride. I feel great things are going to happen, but I think it's the intensity is going to really pick up.
But you can handle the intensity when you're in a lighter field. Anything within the physical, emotional, mental field, these have to be addressed. And that's why, like, for example, we're updating things in our YouTube. We're updating things in our email. We're updating things in our social media. We're updating, like, physically, like things within the house. And because all of these occupy energy, and the energy has to match the certain frequency.
And I feel as things move faster in that refinement of grounding, to anchor them so that you're not, pushed around or pulled or flown from what comes out on the exterior, because within yourself, you feel supported. You feel this just new level of just really feeling within yourself, strong in your physical, within your mental, within your emotional, feeling that, just what I feel, that great will and beingness of who you are, and to really own that, embody that, and feel what is coming forward, because that to me is like our strength of who we are and our purity. We are strong, and the beautiful light, that's cute.
Oh, so beautiful.
We are strong in our nature, and I feel that is a demonstration of our infinite power, our divine beingness that can fully move through whatever comes at us.
It's so exciting. You know what else I wrote about in the post today? I wrote about the experience last week with this Freedom's Flame, and how Lady Persia had literally put Freedom's Flame in my hand. I got to experience the ray of Freedom's Flame inside my hand, and what that's like, and that remembrance that she communicated. You hold the Freedom's Flame in your own hand. Your freedom resides in your own hand. And we're talking about freedom. Most people are just looking at a limitation of freedom, but true liberation, state of consciousness, comes when you are in your alignment of your great mighty I am. You're freed then from all these limitations that came with the attachment of the human consciousness that's just so limited. And whereas a divine being of light, we're so much more expanded. It's not to disrespect the human experience at all. No, it's to honor it within just an expression.
To expand it.
And to expand it to, it's a vehicle in which the presence is coming in. So it's really wonderful. And I feel that's why there's all this calling of purging and clearing and purification, so that we don't take any of these into 2021. So that way, on a collective level, let me come over here. On a collective level, then we're not co-creating more limitations for Earth either. So that we can utilize the frequency, especially as more and more of us are able to tune in to the plasma consciousness and the radiance of the plasma within our fields. We're able to bring in this golden frequency and the golden era much easier. So that's why all these things that are within our fields, our lower four bodies, they're being purged in such a beautiful, so that more and more of this can come in.
And I feel
it's so beautiful.
And I feel with that, with all the transmutation, transformation, that it's giving us the ability to shift into these higher levels of consciousness, because that's where ultimately we are raising our vibration. And the more we can clear these densities within us, the more these densities around us have no effect on us, or it doesn't pull or distract. So it's this, I feel, a welcoming party that is really there for all of us in 2021, and really congratulate and celebrate the victory.
That's the victorious light, correct.
What we've done, what we've experienced, and most important, what we've endured in 2020.
But it's more like what we have resurrected out of, right? So what is this whole, we just passed Christmas, right? It's this resurrection, in this dark resurrecting into the light, right? Which would represent spring. So we're going through this, but what are we resurrecting? We're resurrecting from the
winter.
Well, it is the winter as we go to the spring,
winter
right?
Moving to the spring,
Right. So we're resurrecting in what? We're resurrecting from the limitation to the expansion of nothing outside of ourselves, but more the true nature of all that we already are. So it's so wonderful as things are starting to make click. And I feel like this probably is a really good thing to also share about it. And within this, we're able to easily also notice what we're noticing on the outside, and feel no need to participate, to argue, to try to prove a point, to engage, to entertain. Like, it's like all of it is like fallen by the wayside. And the energy is just honed and focused on what is called within. So you just let it all be and radiate the consciousness from the inside outward, in the lens of that in which you are seeing as the new reality. So it's a really liberated state, and it moves from that consciousness as if, oh, things are happening to me, and disempowered, all of that. It's very, very beautiful.
I'm just so super excited as these light frequencies expand
world.
And these energies within, how it opens up more revelations within us, within our higher powers, with our attunement of really connecting in our higher multidimensional capacity. Because there's just, I feel like there's so many gifts within us that are here to be presented, not even awakened, like they're already within us. So it's like the time capsule that is opening up at the right time in our collective, in our individual experience, that when we are at that point of alignment within ourselves, within what's happening in the world, and most important, with the junctions that cross in our life that then initiate and ignite what has been waiting for us our whole life. And
so that's the divine plan, because divine plan is in the work. And how funny is it, Michael? no matter how hard, let's say the opposing force is trying to disrupt the divine plan. Because like from astronomy, these planet alignments are happening.
Right.
There is an impact on Earth, and they cannot stop that. It's already happening. It's already happened.
Yeah, because
so
these planets...
they can't stop it's not even our evolution, it's evolution of the alignment of all that we are. They're just trying to delay it.
It's amazing. I love what you said about the astronomy, because these natural planets have these powerful energies that are naturally injecting upon Earth. When we looked at the Jupiter Saturn conjunction, when we look at what's moving into the new year, it's like we're here embracing it all, and I feel like it's like the celebration of the universe that's shining upon us, that we are here to be in our will of just great divine nature. And it's almost like, how excited and happy can you be that, wow, here we are incarnate at this time, and we get to actually live it.
Yeah.
We actually get to see it, and no matter what strains or what conflicts, what challenges may come forward, we know that is part of the journey to embody what is coming now, so we can be that living Christ, that living resurrection of what's moving through us, so we can demonstrate that through our beingness. And it's just...
And the importance of this time where you are in total truth communicating and standing up without fight, defend anything, just your divine sovereign beingness. You're just in that clear communication and being able to truly stand within the presence and not back down and not bend it, and to very freely recognize this is what is in alignment with my truth. And no, I will not support that, for example, whatever consciousness that is, because it simply doesn't radiate. I don't have to fight it. I just will not give it energy.
I feel what naturally happens is we rise above it, because because I feel as our light is expanding within us, we're naturally elevating, and as we elevate higher in our light, higher in our conscious, higher in our love, then those frequencies that are pulling energies below no longer affect, because we're rising above that. The minuscule, and then you see that when you rise above it, you can't turn it back because you're already beyond it.
And that is the action of the transmuting flame. That is the action of the rays of light. That is the ascension flame. Ascension flame is what gives us the ability to ascend to our higher state of beingness. There is a call through almost 8 billion people on the planet, their holy Christ selves rising. Every single one becoming the living Christ, being the living crystalline presence of the embodiment of their divine presence. Within that comes the liberation, because that's what Lady Portia was speaking about. You hold the liberation, the freedoms from in your hand, and it is the direct connection to your holy Christ itself. And that's what beloved Jesus was bringing to our attention, which unfortunately was hijacked by the religions, and that even was a divine perfection, so that as a collective, so many of us can now come and actually take that into action within the embodiment and bring it into the co-creative new realities in delivering of the golden age. We're golden people.
And it's so exciting.
Children of the sun and the stars.
And it's exciting to imagine, even witness, as we move into this golden age, as we are feeling this Aquarius age, that ability that so many are awakening right now. And with those that are awakening, it's like the team is growing larger and larger to shine the light and love that we've always known that we're here to do, to move beyond just our shadow, because eventually there will be no shadow. It will be pure light. There will be shadowless, and so we can focus on what our natural essence is, our natural ability of what we come for, in respecting all that we're transforming, in respecting and honoring the shadow energies that are moving beyond.
The shadow energy that serve its purpose. And again,
and it's needed for us to transcend, to mature, to evolve, but yet take the focus out of it, which so much puts that energy, shadow, shadow.
So many are choosing to live from there because they're pulled into the
They've
consciousness.
identified to the
They've
shadow.
identified versus recognizing the radiance. Man, maybe that's okay. They have to come back a few more times to recognize that,
maybe
and
that's
that's
their
okay.
maybe that's their divine
That's all
nature
right.
right now, to help others, because that life of living in the shadow is helping others recognize their
Right.
shadow, and that too has a purpose. Take nothing away from it, you know.
Absolutely.
But it's great to
Good
just feel
celebration.
the what we feel is the radiance of the
Already,
energy.
you can start to feel the frequencies, like just these frequencies coming in. It's so magnificent.
Just to feel what this year has brought and how much we are moving through it. It is a blessing. I really feel
gifts
blessed
have been-
of what's come forward, because when we can recognize that truth, really recognize that truth deep within our heart, then we can see how much we've moved through this. And that's what excites me. It really makes me feel good that how much we are moving forward and rising through this all. As we rise now back to our place.
We were destined to be the resurrection and the life in our divine sovereign essence. So much love, everyone. Nice to talk to all of you today as we wrap up these next few days. It's very, very exciting. We are so excited for our ceremony. Can hardly wait for it. Good stuff. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And I am so looking forward to more and more of the plasma essence being lived from the consciousness. I spoke quite a bit about that in details in my video on Thursday, I believe it was, that you can look if you wish. So much love, everyone. Have a beautiful,
blessed day.
Yes, in all wondrous way, wherever you are. Just know you're divine, you're beautiful, you're fantastic, and you are loved.